Have you ever spent time with someone and walked away feeling completely drained? It's not just exhaustion, it's something deeper, a loss of clarity, a loss of self. In today's chaotic world, we often find ourselves surrounded by people who sap our energy, disrupt our peace, and cloud our judgment. But what if you could recognize them before they had a chance to affect you? What if you could apply the wisdom of Stoicism to protect your energy, your time, and your well-being? That's exactly what we'll explore today. 6 types of people you should never tolerate. Because, as Marcus Aurelius once said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. And who you surround yourself with shapes those thoughts. Stay with me until the end. This may be the most important lesson you learn today. The cost of keeping the wrong people. There was a man named Alex, a skilled artist who had dreams of building a legacy through his work. But he had a problem. He was surrounded by people who only drained him. His friends constantly ridiculed his dreams, dismissing his work as a hobby. His colleagues took advantage of his kindness, dumping their responsibilities on him. And his own family, instead of supporting his journey, pressured him to be more practical. One day, he read a quote from Seneca: "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." Something clicked. He realized he had been allowing these relationships to dictate his self-worth. So he made a choice. He set boundaries. He distanced himself from those who drained him, and in doing so he rediscovered his purpose, his confidence, and his inner peace. This is the power of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to guard our energy as fiercely as we guard our time, because the wrong people will pull you away from your path before you even realize it. Let's break down the 6 types of people you should never tolerate. 1. Energy vampires. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling heavier? These are the energy vampires. They come in different forms: the chronic complainer, the perpetual victim, or the drama magnet. They drain not only your time, but also your peace of mind, leaving you feeling exhausted and empty. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." But when you surround yourself with these people, their suffering becomes yours. Their negativity seeps into your thoughts, distorts your emotions, and drains your willpower. Over time, it erodes your focus, your ambition, and even your sense of self. Consider the workplace. Imagine a colleague who always finds fault, complains about the workload, criticizes management, and never offers solutions. At first, you sympathize, but over time, their constant negativity starts affecting your own outlook. You begin dreading conversations with them, feeling mentally drained after each encounter. Their pessimism is contagious, subtly shifting your mindset toward frustration and resentment. At home, energy vampires can be even more damaging. A family member who constantly brings up problems but refuses to take action can weigh heavily on your emotional state. Instead of engaging, recognize when to step back and protect your energy. Your energy is like a fire. Some people will bring wood to fuel it, and others will throw wet blankets on it. Letting an energy vampire linger in your life is like leaving a cracked pot on a leaking foundation. Eventually, it crumbles. Protect it. Be mindful of who you let close. Protect your peace as if it were your most valuable possession, for it determines the quality of your life. 2. Those who compromise your principles. Your principles define you. They are the foundation of your integrity. The moment you start bending them for someone else, you lose a part of yourself, like a sculptor allowing others to chip away at his masterpiece until nothing remains of his original vision. Marcus Aurelius advised, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Yet how often do we make small compromises because it feels convenient? A lie to please a superior, a silent nod when something unjust unfolds before us. At first, these moments seem harmless, but over time, they accumulate, stripping away our core until we no longer recognize ourselves in the mirror. Imagine a workplace scenario where a manager subtly encourages dishonesty to close a deal. At first, you hesitate, but seeing others comply, you justify it as just business. Weeks pass, and now you're stretching truths effortlessly, eroding the moral compass you once valued. Similarly, a friend might urge you to join in gossiping about a mutual acquaintance. You join in once, twice. Soon it becomes second nature, leaving you wondering when you stopped standing for integrity. Think of your principles as the foundation of a mighty fortress. A single crack may seem insignificant, but over time, as rain seeps in and the winds of external pressures batter against it, the structure weakens until it crumbles, leaving you vulnerable and lost. Guard your integrity as if it were your most prized possession. The moment you compromise your values, you relinquish control over your own destiny. Stand firm, not because it is easy, but because it is necessary for a life of true strength and self-respect. 3. Manipulators. Manipulation doesn't always come in the form of force. Sometimes it disguises itself as kindness, appearing as a helping hand while secretly pulling you into its web. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Manipulators twist your empathy into guilt, turning your virtues against you. They make you feel responsible for their emotions, their failures, their lives. If you let them, they will pull you into their endless cycle of dependency, leaving you drained and questioning your own worth. Consider a colleague who always finds a way to shift their workload onto you. They disguise their requests with phrases like, "You're so good at this, could you just handle it for me?" Or, "I really can't do this without you." At first you comply, not wanting to seem unkind, but over time you realize you're carrying the burden of someone who is fully capable but unwilling to step up. The same dynamic plays out in friendships and family relationships. Those who play the victim to manipulate your time and energy, always needing but never giving. Manipulators are like vines creeping up a great oak tree. At first, they seem harmless, even decorative, but left unchecked, they slowly strangle the tree, draining its strength until it can no longer stand tall. Boundaries are a form of self-respect. You are not responsible for fixing everyone. Free yourself from those who seek to control through guilt and stand firm in your autonomy. 4. People who diminish your dreams. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Your dreams are fragile, like an ember struggling to ignite into a fire. They require encouragement, patience, and determination to grow, but there will always be those who try to snuff them out with doubt and negativity. These people, often out of their own fears and failures, will mock your ambitions and tell you to be realistic. Imagine sharing your vision of opening your own business with a close friend, only to hear them chuckle and say, "That's too risky. You should just stick with your stable job." Or a colleague dismissing your career aspirations with, "People like us don't get ahead, just accept it." Each of these moments, seemingly small, can chip away at your resolve if you let them. Your dream is a delicate flame, flickering against the wind. If you shield it and feed it with discipline and courage, it will grow into a roaring fire. But if you let the cold breath of naysayers smother it, it will fade into nothingness. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire. Like Seneca said, associate with those who will make a better man of you. Protect your dreams as you would protect your own soul. 5. The perpetual victim. There are those who refuse to take responsibility for their lives. They blame circumstances, other people, and fate itself for their misfortunes, living in a constant state of victimhood. They surrender control, convincing themselves that the world conspires against them, rather than realizing that they are the architects of their own reality. Consider a colleague who constantly complains about their lack of career progression. They blame office politics, unfair management, or even bad luck, yet they never take initiative, never upskill, never seek mentorship, never take accountability for their actions. Instead of stepping up and taking control of their own growth, they remain stagnant, waiting for someone else to change their fate. In friendships, this behavior manifests in those who never take ownership of their mistakes. They make excuses, shift blame, and remain in the same cycles of failure, never pausing to reflect that their choices, not external forces, are what truly hold them back. A ship without a captain will drift aimlessly, blaming the sea rather than steering towards its destination. Likewise, those who refuse responsibility will always feel lost, never realizing they had the power to set their course all along. Responsibility is the foundation of strength. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Surround yourself with those who own their choices and refuse to let life simply happen to them. 6. The habitual liar. Honesty is the cornerstone of trust, yet some people build their lives on deception. These are the habitual liars, those who twist the truth for their gain, manipulate facts, and distort reality. Deception corrodes relationships, erodes trust, and leaves behind nothing but a fragile illusion that shatters under scrutiny. Consider a workplace scenario where a colleague consistently takes credit for work they did not do. They fabricate stories to climb the corporate ladder, spinning tales that paint them as the hero while others bear the consequences. Over time, their deception fosters resentment, and the entire team suffers under the weight of dishonesty. Or picture a close friend or partner who conceals the truth to avoid accountability. Small lies evolve into a web of deceit, and soon you begin questioning everything they say. The emotional toll is immense, second-guessing their words, feeling betrayed, and struggling to regain a sense of stability. A house built on lies is like a cracked mirror. It may reflect an image, but that image is distorted and fragile, incapable of withstanding pressure. Eventually, it shatters, revealing the truth beneath the illusion. Truth is the foundation of integrity. As Epictetus stated, any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. Surround yourself with those who value honesty, for only in truth can real strength and resilience be found. Who in your life is draining your energy or pulling you away from your path? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's build a community where we lift each other up, not drag each other down. If this video resonated with you, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Stoic insights. Remember, your peace is your power. Guard it well.